Fans are finally taking back their franchises from the woke overlords hoarding over them for the last decade. Yes, I guess you might say it was humiliating when Nerdrotic and the Critical Drinker both dunked upon the Kurtzman era of Star Trek, even making it onto Fox News, defending fans who say they want their stories, their mythos, their heroes back again. Hello, folks. Hello, friends. Welcome back yet again. It's a BEA beautiful day, and it is so because you've come our way. Welcome aboard to the happiest YouTube channel that ever was. Click the like button, drop a comment down below, and let's go to the story right now. Fans are taking back control of the franchises stolen from them by the woke overlords who no longer have any ability to gatekeep or hoard the heroes we desire. Fans are taking back their franchises. It started with Star Wars and the AI stuff, and who knows, maybe fans are forcing Disney to do what we want with Star Wars. But boy, oh boy, it does not get worse than what's happened now with Starfleet Academy. The Kurtzman Star Trek era is over. It doesn't matter if they make more of it. It's still over. It just doesn't matter. Nerdrotic is laughing about this one. Starfleet Academy, the show is pure torture by the Critical Drinker, has 217,000 views, and it did that in 2 hours at the time of this posting. Meanwhile, in 4 days, Star Trek Starfleet Academy series premiere, season 1, episode 1 for free, has 160,000 views. Again, at the time of this posting. Out of geeksandgamers.com by Alex Gurzo, Critical Drinker review, outviews Starfleet Academy episode in hours. The latest Star Trek show was already humiliated by one industrious YouTuber, but now it's been put to shame by the Critical Drinker, whose new video criticizing Starfleet Academy has ratioed the first episode, which is currently streaming for free on YouTube. Paramount Plus released the first episode on Starfleet Academy on YouTube for free to entice viewers to watch the show on the streaming network. As of this writing, the episode has 162,000 views in 4 days, but the Critical Drinker's review blows it out of the water, racking up 331,000 views as of the publication of the article, which is more than we even saw. Now, what is it talking about when it comes to the other embarrassment? Well, folks, for that, we got to go to Gutfeld. Oh, slow down, Fox News. We'll play you. Don't worry. Nerdrotic says, my Spock action figure made it on the Gutfeld show. Thanks for the shout out, Greg Gutfeld. Sincerely, some dude, a YouTuber. Here it is, folks. And as we get ready to play it, I just want to say, Nerdrotic, you made it here too. So if Gutfeld was what you thought would be the top, the creme de la creme is here again. You're on the pro show. But here is Greg Gutfeld and what he had to say, citing Nerdrotic in decimating and destroying Kurtzman Star Trek.
So, Sherrod, do you know that they let the episode go out free on YouTube?
Okay.
And they had barely 1,000 people tune in.
Wow. Well, that must be low. Now, the person in the yellow who was talking, that's Tom Cruise, right?
Yes.
Tom Cruise? Okay. Looks taller now.
Yeah.
Looks taller in space.
Yeah. But they, some dude, a YouTuber, live streamed Spock action figure sitting in an empty chair, and it got 3 times more viewers.
Because people like watching the old stuff, because the original is more fun to watch.
Yes.
And it still applies to everything that's going on today.
Yeah.
We'll hold there, folks, and I'll just say, yeah, he's here. He's here. Hey, Andy, this is the most embarrassing story I've seen for the overlords of the franchises. They've been trying to make sure fans don't get their say. I think that era is over, and I don't think it's because Hollywood is going to suddenly come to their senses. I think the market, it can't go any lower, and the fans are going to get control with AI and all the other stuff. This is the end. The Kathleen Kennedy Kurtzman era is over. Or am I wrong, Andy?
I think you're 100% right with this. I think there's a reason that they left the comments on this when they put it out on YouTube. I think that the Ellisons actually wanted to get a feel for where the fans actually stood on this. So if they were looking to get out, they had something they could look concrete proof here. This is how unpopular this thing is. It's ridiculous that this thing has deteriorated every iteration that he's made. It's like you can't go any lower. It's like, here, hold my White Claw, and they just get worse and worse with each iteration. They have the this cast on there, and like Holly, who thought Holly Hunter would be a good add-on to Star Trek? I mean, it just, I don't see the connection there. I don't see why you go after. I mean,
she's Mrs. Incredible.
Yeah.
She's Elastigirl. That's what you mean.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah.
Well, she does take up less of the space on the screen.
I think that they're in for a rude awakening with. Well, I guess not. I think this is really proof positive that they want to say, here, we have to make a change with this. This is why we're getting rid of this, and they have everything to point to. Where it's all the sales have dried up, all of the excitement. There's no merchandise selling. Nobody wants any of this stuff, which is sad because I was really hoping to sell Alex Kurtzman a new Klingon outfit, but well.
To give people an idea of just how bad this is, I want to go to this image right here. Yes, this is someone in Starfleet Academy in a wheelchair. Because, well, 1,000 years after Worf had his paralysis cured via clone spinal transplant, there's just no way that we can get out of wheelchairs still. There's actually in this show, there is actually somebody using sign language in a show that's set thousands of years from now, when any kind of auditory issue should be solved and resolved by technological medicine. They have warp drives, but they can't fix your eardrum. This is the kind of dum-dum writing that is taken over, and this is why it's over for them. It's over for them. Wiz, the only reason that they have sign language and wheelchairs and all this kind of stuff in there is because they have to make it look like today, because they have to virtue signal today.
Yeah. The Ellison spent, correct me if I'm wrong, anywhere between $6 to $8 billion to acquire Paramount, which means they knew that they were acquiring Star Trek, and they're in control now. And why they're letting this play out and further damage the Star Trek brand. I think this is damaging the brand further. This is acolyting Star Trek, right? When this is done, you're going to lose people that are not going to come back. They're done forever. They're done for good. But you're also not giving new blood a reason to be interested in this franchise at all, ever. Even if you were to restart it, right? Even if you were to restart Star Trek in some capacity, in some way, to undo the past or change things, people are going to go say, "Oh, that was that silly show that the action figure got more views on," right? People don't forget silly mistakes like this. If I was in the Ellison seat right now, which I'm not, so I don't know what their master plan is behind this. If I was them, I would play this out, play out episode 3, play out episode 4, and then publicly cancel this thing. Make an example of Hollywood. You end this thing publicly. You take all the licks for it and let it play out that we're not doing this anymore. Paramount, a major player in Hollywood, is not even we're not going to pay for this anymore. We're not going to do this stuff anymore. Make an example of them. Like, as fans, we've been waiting for someone to have the courage. I'll just say courage. I would have said something else, but to have the courage to stick it to Hollywood for doing things like this. I'm not a Star Trek guy. I tried to watch it myself because we were going to cover it on Marvin's show, the M4 Empire, and I couldn't get through it. I couldn't. Your time is too precious at home, folks. Your time is too precious. Don't waste it watching this crap that's intended to insult you. Like, it's intended to be there to belittle you and your intelligence. If I was in the Ellison's chair right now, I would cut this thing off at the knees and make a public example of it, because that's exactly what needs to happen to save Star Trek at this point. Star Trek is cooked. Disney is cooked. These are franchises that are done. They're not coming back. And there's no new blood that's going to be interested in them.
Hey, so, devil's advocate moment.
$8 billion? Is it worth it to let this keep playing out? It's an $8 billion investment you got here.
Devil's advocate moment. I'm not saying I believe this, but I'd like to hear from the panel. What if the Ellison's idea here was, we're going to let this go out there. We'll put it on YouTube. We'll actually give it away for free. And we'll put it somewhere where the numbers are seen. So that when we say no more, when we cancel this after however many episodes and it's over, we can justify it. We're moving on, and they'll know the level of minority, the acolyte level of minority that actually cared about this thing.
I hope that's the play. But you got it. But that has to be the play. If this thing finishes out its season, then that wasn't the play, and they just oh, we decided to cancel it after the season's out and it's a month or so later. No. We need an example. There has to be leadership taken at these studios to save your franchises, man. Like, why'd you buy this if you're not going to save it?
Okay, so this is where I think that Fake Wizard actually might be onto something, in that Warner Brothers has this to point to as why
you say that as if you're surprised. What are you talking about, Steve? Wiz might actually have something this time, as opposed to all the other times.
Like, he led me on a brain trail. Then I'm
all right. Well,
I'm following the wizard on this journey of thought. Okay,
let's do the brain trail and keep
to lead me.
Keep the spinal fluid off of us. Go ahead.
The Warner Brothers, they know they can't trust Paramount with their franchises, and so this is, I think, a great point that Wizards brought up.
How many train wrecks are you trying to get us into on this one segment? What are you doing to us, Steve?
Hey, this is a great intersecting point, okay? So you're welcome, and blame the wizard.
Steve is like, I see a spark and I see dynamite in my hand. What can I do if I combine these two?
And DEI, let me tell you right now.
Bro, can you do me a favor?
That all depends.
Can you bring up that image that we've been looking at from the show again?
Which one would you like, sir?
Oh, you know the one. The one with the three ladies on the bridge. No.
Sorry.
The guy with the face, bro. You know the one.
You'll have to give me a minute. Hang tight. I'll get there. Hang on. Big questions right here. Okay. All right. Let's open that and you push the thing, and then you go here and all right. There you go. There they are.
All right. I'm not going to connect the dots for you. I'm just going to read something and let it stand if I can. Do you know what the literal definition of trek is?
I do not. Well, I mean, I think I do, but I do not.
A long, arduous journey, especially one made on foot.
Bum, bum, bum.
And two of the three have
Golden Corral
done anything with it.
Well, there you go, folks.
Women, Lauren?
I'm saying they're pretty sturdy. Likely load-bearing.
I heard someone defending this.
I hold the stick of dynamite. Lauren provides the match.
I want to bring up another picture so people know it's cringe in every way. It's not just those ladies. We're not just talking about, one too many donuts or whatever. It's cringe at every level. And we know lots of people who have all kinds of, we all have different body types and we're all working on being in better shape. It's cringe in every possible way, this show. And that's what we've seen. The ratings are what they are. And they've been humiliated. The idea that Critical Drinker can mock them and have more views than they do. And the idea that Nerdrotic can put this guy, who we now have also on our show, in hopes that Greg Gutfeld will feature us. I mean, honestly, Valiant Renegade and Nerdrotic have made it. Why can't we? Come on, Greg, help us out. We're here for you, Greg. We love you. The idea that a stationary Spock on camera doing nothing gets more views from Star Trek fans is unbelievable, but it's also unbelievably funny. Helping Hollywood produce a product that you want to consume, that's what we do each and every day, folks. And this time, it's time to, say goodbye. We know, but don't cry. No, for we will have more videos on the way. We love to bring those videos and that information. And by the way, if you'd like even more, consider going to the Patreon page. It's www.patreon.com/WDWPro. It's where we put out stuff exclusively there that we simply can't put out in other places for whatever reason, be it because it's too spicy or because, perhaps we're working to corroborate it. But you can find out things early and first over there. Folks, we surely have had a great time spending time with you. Consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to those pesky algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment right on down below. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.